To celebrate the win and get to this next game. So it's finally here, and celebrate this one. Go to church tomorrow, and be ready to work for Washington. Any questions? Yes.
So Katoa came in, had a big game, gave Dax a lot of targets. Holker made some plays. Gunner got some targets. How important is it for freshmen to come in and contribute right away?
Yeah, I thought they were ready. I mean, they're game ready. I had to watch the film still to see how everyone did, but yeah, it felt good. Squally was a little banged up, and you could see ankle still bothering him a little bit. But it's nice to be able to rely on Lopini to be in there. And I thought offensively, not great numbers, but we were able to get the win and own the clock and get some drives going. Just like to see us punch it in, get some end zone, get some touchdowns. But there's a lot of things we can fix in that. Had a drop pass for a touchdown, but we need to be more efficient as an offense. But I'm really pleased with them, and knowing this game and what we wanted to do up front, I thought they executed the game plan enough for us to get a win and control the game.
Talk about the way your defense played to start the game, giving some short fields. They made some drives, they were able to hold them.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that we were going to face some adversity sometime. We just didn't know it was going to be like that early, and have them get some yards early and have some success against us. So it was a nice wake-up call, and I was pleased with the way that they were able to hold and be strong in the red zone. Force some field goals, got a block punt, block field goal, and caused some turnovers. But the guys worked hard. I have to keep watching the film and see what we could have done differently defensively. I thought they controlled the game once we gave it the 3 points. I felt like we controlled the game after that one drive, the missed field goal, and that's how we need to play from the get-go, right from first play. Just play like we did, and once we shut them out the rest of the way. And so, we'll be ready for the next one. We just got to improve on this, and it feels good to win. And I told our guys we have to celebrate every win. It's hard to match the intensity and the emotion of last week's game. But we're in there, and I think guys, we did what we were supposed to do. And so we need to just celebrate a little bit more. So we made sure that we danced a little bit and had fun in the locker room and celebrate the win, but then move on from this and get ready for the next one. That's going to be a tough one.
You touched on this, but how big was that blocked field goal at that moment, the return, and then punching it in for the touchdown, the sequence there? Yeah,
we felt good about Corbin being able to get some pressure and get at him. He's big, he's long, so it's hard for kickers to kick over him, So the only question was if I was going to take a timeout or not.
Several defensive stars out. The guys stepped up, though, most notably maybe Tanner Jacobson and Briggs Powell. Maybe talk about how they did.
Yeah, not having Diane was gonna that was rough. We had Butch practicing this week, but it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel 100%. And I thought he could have gone, but we had to trust our coaches and trust our players, and the guys that were doing well in practice deserve to play and deserve to start. So every week guys are going to compete, and if guys are banged up and they're not as good as the guy that's healthy, then the guy that's healthy will start and get the bulk of the reps, and that's what we did in every position, and that we'll continue to do that. So it keeps everybody in line and letting our guys know that you have to practice in order to play. And so it felt good that we were able to get the win and get a lot of guys in there and rotate, but it'd be nice to get some guys healthy, especially our starters. Zane didn't play, but I was pleased with what I saw from Riggs Powell and Adam Pulsifer and others that rotated in there. We have a lot of D linemen that played too. So, and then at safety, you saw Tanner Jacobson come in and Sawyer Powell. So Gavin Fowler and Isaiah Armstrong played as well. So hopefully we can get Diane back. But if he's healthy, ready to go, he has to compete with the other guys in order to get the starting nod.
What's the timetable on how long Zane's out?
I think he's going to be ready to go next week. It's just a matter of if he's better than Riggs in practice. So he'll have to compete, and we'll see who wins that spot.
Ask you about the second quarter. After a slow first quarter, you had to like what you saw from both offense, defense, and special teams in that second quarter. It's not perfect.
Yeah, the goal is to just do like that every quarter, like the third quarter in Arizona, and just try to play as best as we can for all 60 minutes. And so that's the goal, and hopefully we can get it done next week. It'd be great timing for us to get it done next week.
they so often get overlooked, but your team through the first 4 weeks of the season, it seems like they're really taking a lot of pride in special teams. Do you like kind of that shift that they're bringing to that facet of the game?
Yeah, and the one thing I'm really proud of the guys that in starting roles, they won't give up their special team spot. That means more to them than actually starting it on offense or defense. And when you have guys that'll do that and make sure that they're not cutting out on special teams, and it sets the basically sets the example for the rest of the team. So our guys want to get on special teams and they want to stay on special teams, and when you have that type of leadership, it really helps out.
Talk about the decision to go to Zach when you decided to make the change in quarterback and give him most of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I just felt like it felt like that was going to be a long drive, and we didn't have the right personnel in, and it just seemed like a good time to take a timeout and get the young guys in there. And I felt like we had a good handle on the game by then. Obviously, we kicked field goals, and the offensive guys want to get in there and score touchdowns, but just felt comfortable with how the game was going and where we were at. That's really just wanted to get through the game and make sure our guys were healthy. We've already been banged up a little bit, and so the balance was trying to get some more work in a live situation, in a game situation, but also trying to keep your guys healthy for the next one. I felt like we had enough work and enough stuff to work with, enough reps, and let's just see the young guys play a little bit and then give them an opportunity to get a taste of it. Most of those guys are one snap away from seeing the field, so it's just good to get them in that situation where we're winning and we feel good about the game.
It'll be easier when you break down the film, but what do you see with the passing game? It just doesn't seem to be consistent right now.
Yeah, it needs to improve. I mean, we need to throw better and be more efficient as an offense if that's going to work. And I thought we ran the ball pretty well. There's a lot of things that we could have done differently and better, but probably this game, as we look at it, we'll probably evaluate more and see how it goes. But we need to be better offensively, and that's just all the positions. And the passing game's got to help, but at the same time, taking care of the football and allowing us to stay in games and sustain drives is really important. I really don't worry too much about the numbers, unless it's interceptions that really bother me in the pass game.
Targeting is such a hard rule to figure out.
Yeah.
When they reversed it, do they come over by protocol and explain to you why they reverse it, or?
I don't know. I mean, I think there's such a hit and miss deal, and I've said this before that I really think that the targeting should be like unsportsmanlike conduct, where if you do it on purpose, you do a celebration on a touchdown, you get warned, And so I think targeting, I'm okay with it being a penalty, but I don't know if you should cut kids playing time, and give them a warning and let them have another shot at it. I just think that maybe they'll play a little bit softer and be more mindful of the hits. But I think that's probably a better way to do it. But we're willing to make an excuse for the guy that's got a planned celebration, but we won't do it for someone that has makes a mistake or doesn't. No one's trying to hurt anybody here. So I think it would be a good adjustment to it, because you're dealing with young men that work so hard all year round for only 12 guaranteed opportunities, and then you cut them out for a whole game. And it's just, I think it's really hard on these kids, and I would really push for us to give them a warning and still call the penalty, but give it a warning and see, and then the second time kick them out. I don't see how that can be really difficult to handle.
You said some of the young guys are one snap away. Do you expect an increased workload for some of the freshmen coming soon?
No, I mean, it's just like one snap away if a guy gets hurt or get banged up. I mean, we've had a lot of freshmen contribute, and they've stepped up and answered the call. And this is tough sport. Guys get banged up, and the key for us is to compete. Every position will compete every week, and the best will play. And part of it is guys get better, and others just get hurt and get banged up and not able to perform. So the best will play.